We are here on this map, Now, this is Bushwick, Brooklyn. This is Newtown, Queens. That's what this area was called in 1709 when the house was built. And you can see most of the block here is in Bushwick, Brooklyn. The dividing line is a very strange diagonal line that's going through blocks and properties. And that actually creates a problem because when you've got property in two boroughs, it gives elected officials and municipalities an excuse not to serve you because you become the other borough's problem. They didn't fix this until 1937.
Really?
Yeah. Now it follows the street pattern and it moved one block west.
Okay.
So now Cypress Avenue is the dividing line between Bushwick, Brooklyn, and Newtown, Queens. Now 1 and 2, now this area is called Ridgewood, Queens, but 1 and 2 would be combined to make Newtown.
Okay.
All of 3 is Flushing. All of 4 is Jamaica.
Oh.
Now, colonial Queens went farther out east to the Suffolk County border, and that's what the Rockaways were attached to. And that part of Queens had 2 names. The southern part was Hempstead Plains, the northern part was Oyster Bay. Then in 1898, when Brooklyn and Queens officially became part of New York City, it shrunk to the boundary here that we're familiar with, because you couldn't have Queens County so large compared to all the other boroughs. So they had to shrink it, and Nassau County became more prominent.
Okay.
What's also cool about this map from 1908 is you can see how empty Queens is. You get also a nice chunk of southern Brooklyn too that's empty too. Because in 1908, New York, this part of New York City is still changing from an agrarian farm society to an urban society. I mean, the farms don't exist anymore, but the demand for land to develop isn't there yet. So you have all this blank open space. Now this used to be a 100-acre farm, as I said downstairs. Now 100 acres is 50 blocks. It's very tiny. Well, you'd think it'd be huge. It's actually very small in the context of farms. A decent-sized farm is 400 acres. That's 200. But the availability of land like that here was the biggest farm around here. Maybe 300 acres. That's the biggest.
Okay.
So you didn't have enough to support your family, and that means they had to do something else. And in those situations, the most popular alternative occupation is textiles. So it grew whatever it did in the 100 acres. Usually 100 acres is probably an orchard.
Okay.
And then they did clothing manufacture at one point of production or the other.
In the TV show Green Acres with Oliver Wendell Douglas and Lisa Douglas, Green Acres,
Yes.
their farm is 160 acres, supposedly, and they call it a small farm.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
160 acres.
Yeah, and that's right. It would be a small farm.
They call it a 3-crop farm. They use that term. When you only have 160 acres, you only can grow about 3 crops. Give you an idea of.
Yeah. So and 100, what was it? 160 acres.
Yeah,
so
160 acres.
That's roughly 150 blocks. Oh no, 125. No, that's wrong. 100 acres, 50 blocks. So it's
Like
roughly
65.
75 blocks.
Yeah.
But you know, this property and the 100 acres went from Flushing Avenue and Myrtle. It takes a half hour to walk that. So if you have a 400-acre property, that means 2 hours to walk your property.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think the official term, if I'm not right, way back when, an acre is what a man could plow in a day. That's what they said. With a
With a horse plow?
With a horse plow, not with
Okay,
they didn't have machinery.
Manual plow?
What they could do in a day.
Whoa.
It was a 12-hour day, though.
All right, let me take you into the other room because there's another map.
So
I want you to
what
look.
is this room used for?
Well,
That's what the acre.
these are living space.
That's gonna help you.
Excuse me, I'll take. Oh, thank you. Hold on.
All right, how do you do? Like come in?
Yeah,
Open today.
The Onderdonk.
Are you? I'm sorry. You're here to look to rent the place?
Oh, no.
No, I heard confirmation and. Oh, okay.
No, no.